Hello there everyone, my name is Soul, and today, just in case you can't read titles, it's a very special day because we are doing a tier list. This is going to be the ultimate tier list, you could say, and literally, it is. It is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Character tier list. As you can see, I have a bunch of columns, starting with S for Sakurai, Ultimate, Super, Just Another Smash, as in just another Smash character, Meh, and Retire. Those are the ones that need to get in the bin, if you know what I'm talking about. And we have all these characters right here, right? And the way I start every tier list is by establishing one character per column, so we can kind of get an idea who are the cream of the crop and who belongs at the bottom here. So the first character that comes to mind when I think S for Sakurai, when we want to think of the best characters in this game, for some reason I just immediately think of Donkey Kong. And the monkey memes aside, Donkey Kong is an amazing character. Let's actually look at him. Let's look at him. Donkey Kong is an amazing character. He is fun to fight against, and there's a bunch of times where people don't know how to play Donkey Kong, and you're like, oh, this is just a big walking hitbox. But there's a lot of Donkey Kongs that know so many dumb moves, and every single time I get killed, I have a smile on my face. And when I think of like, oh, who's a character like right below that, I'm gonna go with the classic Mario. Mario is the type of character just about everyone is okay with, but only a few know how to master Mario. And I've fought a couple mastered Marios and a lot of other wannabe Marios, and all the same, they're fun to fight against. He has a lot of fun moves, and I never feel like I'm getting gimmicked by Mario. I get dunked, but not gimmicked. And when I think of a character who's like maybe just one below that, I think of Ganondorf. Keep in mind, Ganon is like probably in my top 5 characters. That being said, just because he's really strong doesn't mean that he's a lot of fun to watch. His moves are pretty predictable. I feel like in most fighting games, Ganon would be like one of the top 5 characters, but in Super Smash Bros., there's like over 80 solid characters. So the fact that he is this low just says how great of a game this is. And when I think of just another Smash character, I think of someone like, I don't know, I think of like Incineroar. To be honest, Incineroar infuriates me just for his existence a lot of the time, but he has some fun memes, he has some fun abilities, and that being said though, he's not like anything compared to these other characters. He's good in moderation. And when I think of Meh, I think of like, I don't know, like the Mii Fighters. Like I'm never gonna use any of these characters. And keep in mind, the way we're judging these characters, I'm not judging them based off of how good are they able to fight or how good I am with them. I'm basing it off of the fact that you have a slot in Super Smash Bros. And how much do you bring to the table? Are you fun to play with? Are you like good for watching tournaments with? Like what is good about you that like I see value in you coming to maybe the next Smash Brothers game? You know what I mean? And the Mii characters are just placeholders. Sure, there's a lot of skins and all of that. I don't think those skins are even worth a single character though. And when I think of like maybe the worst Smash characters, I'm sorry to do it to you, Bowser Jr. Feels like a placeholder if there ever was one. And it feels like he has like enough, he feels so gimmicky, but not good at all. Like Bowser Jr. characters are people just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, and sometimes it sticks. Yeah, Bowser Jr. I'm not a big fan of. And after that, we can just go to the list. Starting it off here, we got Bayonetta. Bayonetta is a great game, and keep in mind that I did not play the Wii U Bayonetta. I know some people who are just in the memory days of how good they were with Bayonetta, but I did not experience that. And Bayonetta has never been like a great character. She has some really dramatic moves, and you know, it's Bayonetta. She doesn't seem like she belongs in this game at all, and I love it, but watching her fight, like it seems like she's so powerful and so over dramatic that like it feels like it's spending so much time doing that she can't fight like a normal person. So yeah, Bayonetta's super, and keep in mind I love Bayonetta, but that's how I feel. Bowser. Bowser. I mean, this character goes way back. Bowser is like one of the classic characters, and I love how he plays in Ultimate. I like fighting Bowsers. I like being Bowser once in every while. I like fighting Bowsers. I like being Bowser every once in a while. I like just grabbing someone and taking them with me as I suicide dive off the stadium, but I think I'm gonna go with Ultimate. Bowser is a classic. Captain Falcon is a character I am decent with, and I played him a lot in Melee for what little Melee I actually played in comparison to Ultimate, but I think, you know what? I'm going to put Captain Falcon in Super because he's not as good as the other characters, and it's just that simple. Playing with him, I've come to realize that, like, as fast and cool as I think I'm moving, people just have more gimmicks. People just have more better hits that are just better than yours, and that's just how it's going to be. And F-Zero, I don't think is a franchise as many people are attached to as like Mario. So yeah, it's hard to stack up with these heavy hitters up here. Charizard is just another Smash character. You know, every fucking teenager loves Charizard, but at the end of the day, they did not take that much consideration to Charizard. Maybe it's because he's broken up into two other characters. Chrom, I feel like, also is just another Smash character because Chrom feels like one of the laziest Echo fighters, and it just feels like he has no distinct reason for being in this game. And when you have so many Fire Emblem characters, so many anime sword fighters, this one feels the least important. Cloud, however, is one of the anime sword fighters that can stay. I have so much fun watching Cloud. Every time I fight a Cloud, I feel like they're a little bit different, and they all are usually at least pretty good at the game. It's just, are you S for Sakurai, Cloud? Do you belong in the land of Sakurai? I honestly think so. I think Cloud is better than Mario and Bowser, and I would consider him on par with Donkey Kong. And again, it's about what they bring to the table with that placeholder. Yeah, apparently Cloud is more important than Mario in Super Smash Bros., according to me. There's a place deep in my subconscious, and that's where all these Fire Emblem characters go to die, because I just don't seem to care about them at all. And I'm talking about more of the new Fire Emblem characters, like the ones I really like Ike and Roy. We'll get to them when we get to them. But Daisy! She's another Echo fighter, so that's why I'm going to put her down here. I apologize. I know there's some probably crazy Daisy players out there. And a lot of them just play so defensively. I don't think there are characters who should be camping and just gimmicking you to the point that Peach and Daisy do. We have Dark Pit, which is just straight up meh, because Pit is already somewhat of an annoying character for me to fight personally, but when you have another version of him that I cannot tell you the fighting difference, and I've fought hundreds of these goddamn bastards. And Samus, Dark Samus, I'm gonna say the same thing. I don't give a shit about Dark Samus. Diddy Kong is just another Smash character, unfortunately. As much as I love my monkey brothers, and as much as I don't want them to be so far away from each other, Diddy Kong fights like an actual monkey. And he makes no sense, and there's no rhythm to him, and just something about his dorky hat. Like, Diddy Kong is maybe fun for memes and jokes and gags, but when I see him in actual tournaments, I'm like, wow. When I see him in actual tournaments, I just feel like he's never actually winning. He just looks so dumb and pathetic. Dr. Mario, the classic Shadow Fighter. And as good as Mario is, just having discount spin-off Mario, he's just another Smash character. Just because you have a schnasty doc does not mean he's worth a slot as high as these characters. Then we have fucking Duck Hunt, man. Duck Hunt! I am infuriated by Duck Hunt half the time I fight him. But I know the people playing Duck Hunt love pissing me off with Duck Hunt. I'm just going to put him as another Smash character just because I see his value. but I don't like the son of a bitch. Falco is, again, back when Echo Fighters hit differently, man. Falco, I'm gonna say, is at least super. I would say he's on par with some of these characters. And then you have Fox, who honestly is just a step above that. Fox is better than Falco just because, one, he's the main character of the franchise. Two, he's like the classic melee fighter. Just Fox being in a Super Smash Bros. Game is iconic because of everything that he did in Melee. But in this game, you know, he's not quite at that peak level, but we love him all the same. And if there's one thing that is comparable to anime sword fighters, it's the goddamn Pokemon, man. Yeah, Greninja, I would say, is about on level with Incineroar. Greninja, you know, I'm fighting a ninja frog with a tongue wrapped around his neck, but he's still not interesting. Ice Climbers is the original meh character, and in all honesty, yeah, I would still put all of these above Ice Climbers, so Ice Climbers is meh. Then you have Ike. I'm sorry, but I gotta do it. I love Ike, man. I fought a lot of spammy Ikes, and I was a spammy Ike at one point, just addicted to that godforsaken B button, not knowing how to play the game. But Ike is still fun. I like playing with Ikes. Ike has a perfect amount of gimmicks, and then you have his Reflect on top of that. He feels like what every anime sword fighter should be. Then you have Inkling, which honestly, I think Inkling is a very good addition to the cast. I think that they fit in perfectly. I just assume Inkling is always the squid girl, but yeah, it's a whole universe of squid people playing a squid game. Anyway, Isabelle. Yeah, the Animal Crossing reps, man. I would say she's just another Smash character because, again, I just feel like all these characters are just a step above her. Ivysaur is the epitome of just another Smash character. No distinct fighting style. It's the most random of the Pokemon trio. Who's the Ivysaur mains out there? Jigglypuff is ultimate and maybe even borderline S for Sakurai, because Jigglypuff is always a challenge, and the ones who play him or her, whatever you want to call it, so well. I actually love Jigglypuff to the point I'm gonna say that she is S for Sakurai. Are you joking? Jigglypuff, man. Everyone loves Jigglypuff, except the people, you know, who hate Jigglypuff. Ken. And I say Ken with a little bit of like a lot of the Ryu, Kazuya, the actual fighting game characters feel like they have to like incorporate their movements to the point it feels like kind of a distraction from the game. And when you have like Ken, who's like the runner-up character and just doesn't have that star power, it just doesn't feel that impactful when I fight a Ken. King DeDeDe was... This is where I'd lose all credibility. The first character I got into Elite Smash. And I learned how to play the game in such a weird, backwards-ass way because King DeDeDe is not that good of a character. He spams Gordos all fucking day. But at the same time, I just love the fucking penguin bastard. In all honesty, I'm going to be that one guy who's King DeDeDe in Ultimate. Do the suck and cuck move, and you will never go back. King K.Rool honestly is on par with King DeDeDe, and he's a better version of... He's my favorite of the tanky boys, potentially. Him and Bowser are probably my favorite of the chunky boys. And I was one of those guys who wanted King K.Rool in Smash because I love Donkey Kong 64. His reveal trailer, everything about King K.Rool, I love. Just watching this guy fight puts a smile on my face. Then we have Kirby, who again is one of the iconic classic characters. It's going to be hard to beat Kirby. Just his ability to transform into his opponent adds an entire layer to the entire game. A lot of Kirby fights are really dramatic and awesome. I love Kirby. And then we have Link, who I can literally say the exact same thing for. Link is badass. Link feels like an actual swordsman. This is my favorite version of Link, and I'm not gonna lie, he is probably my favorite version in the Super Smash Bros. Games as well, because he's as on point as ever. And then we have Lucario. I'm gonna say Lucario is actually super. He's on the lower tier of that tier. But I do think Lucario has a distinct fighting style. He is one of the more, actually impressive Pokemon. I think he's pretty good. And then we have Little Mac himself. And you guys are probably wondering, where's he going to put him? That's for Sakurai. No. He's the worst character. He's the worst character. In a form of reality, yes. Little Mac is the worst character. But Little Mac for casual fights is a lot of fun. Little Mac has a lot of people who are actually at least in the tiers going up to Elite Smash, people who are a little schnasty. And there are a lot of Little Mac fights that I lose, and I'm just it makes me throw my controller down even more so. He's actually fun in a casual, actually what Super Smash Bros. Is about, cool kind of way. And that's why he's super. I'm going to be that one guy as a Little Mac above Dr. Mario and Greninja. Then we have Lucas. Oh my god. I hate fighting Ness and Lucas, but they have a distinct style and they have a lot of fun moves, but just having another one is Lucina is probably under Ike my favorite anime sword fighter. Well, that's not true. We're going to get into some more, but I would say she's pretty damn good. Luigi's just fun, man. Luigi's coming up here. And then we have Marth. And Marth, I would say, is on par with all these other guys. In fact, no. That's hard to say. I really do like Marth. Then we have Mega Man. Who, I'm not going to lie, I kind of hate fighting Mega Man. He's just so annoying. And I want there to be those kind of layers to Super Smash Bros. I want there to be a lot of new unique things and a different type of fighting each character. But Mega Man's fucking annoying. I don't care what people say. And I never played a Mega Man game in my life, I'll be honest. So Mega Man, I'm sorry, bro. Then we have Meta Knight, who has been pretty nerfed since Brawl. I'm going to say Meta Knight's just another Smash character. He has fallen pretty far down from the days when I last played Smash Brothers. If this was your first Super Smash Brothers game, you would not give a shit about Meta Knight. Mewtwo's been a lot of really fun games, man. And I would say he's better than a lot of characters on this list. But I would say maybe him and Ganon are at the top of the super category. We have Mr. Game & Watch. And I'm not going to lie. I fucking hate Mr. Game & Watch. I can't predict what he's ever doing. I feel like I'm being trolled every single time I fight him. I hate Game & Watch. Get rid of him. If someone told me they're getting rid of Mr. Game & Watch, I'd be like, oh, okay. But if you told me you were replacing him with anybody, I'd be like, yes, please, do it. Get rid of him. And then we have Ness. He's got Earthbound behind him, for God's sakes. And yeah, he has a lot of really fun moves. He has a lot of moves that just infuriate you when they throw you out. But I don't think he's on par with these other characters. I'm going to say he's super. We have Olimar, who's just another Smash character to me. I'm sorry, Olimar. He was never... You were never going to be it, Chief. Then we have Pac Man. Pac Man... So my buddy Cott plays Pac Man, and I just remember having a gauntlet of really fun matches against him. So I'm going to say, and on top of that, he's fucking Pac Man. You know how fun it is to say, oh, who are you going to pick? Cloud or Pac Man? I'm glad he's here, man. Then we have Palutena. I'm not going to lie. Palutena, despite her having a lot of magical, weird-ass powers and, she has a distinct fighting style, we have this random giant anime woman in the middle of these battles, but I just see little appeal in her. And then we have Peach, who I can just, repeat everything I said about Daisy, except nothing. She's still down here. And then we have one of the MVPs of the entire game. We have Pichu. Who, I'm not going to lie, when I see a Pichu, I kind of just groan because I know exactly what's going to happen. It's the same thing that happens with Pikachu. But at least with Pichu, I have a chance, man. At least there's so many people who are just not going to make it with Pichu and has stamina problem. I'm going to say Pichu is super. And then we have Pikachu, who, let's be honest, this is going to be one of these. Oh, God. Yeah, I know Pikachu is up here. I know he stands alongside Kirby and Zelda. That was a joke. Calm down. But is he better than Mario and Fox? And yeah, I think he is. Then we have Piranha Plant. I'm not gonna lie, Piranha Plant, he's fun. Just seeing Piranha Plant run around a Super Smash Bros. Arena, he's delightful. Then we got Pit. I'll put Pit in, yeah, just another Smash character. I'm sorry, Pit. I'm never gonna play with Pit in my life, ever. Then we have Pokemon Trainer. I assume since we had the other ones individually, this one just means like, oh, as a unit. As a unit, they're great. Do you know how fun that is just to have 3 more characters that you can pull out on a whim? The first time they did that, that was wild. And the fact that you could actually mix up your styles mid-fight, that's awesome. I'll take Pokemon Trainer. He's technically worth 3 slots. Then we got my Castlevania boys. This is Richter. Is this Simon? I don't know. I didn't play Castlevania. I'm sorry. I think that's why I just don't see the appeal in him either. I'm sorry. Then we got Ridley, man. So Ridley's grab move where he just scrapes you off the pavement that he's just dragged you on, that's good enough for him to be in Super alone. But the fact that he took so long to get in the game and that people were pulling for him, they were able to smush him down to this really fun character. Yeah. Get in here, man. Then we have Rob. And I honestly, I have no idea how I feel about Rob. I have not the slightest clue. Because there have been those tournaments with a Rob that I've been like on the edge of my seat for. There have been those fucking spammy ass Robs that are just like keep slapping me around as I'm trying to get in there. But there have been times I played with Rob and I was like, oh, this is like a nice fun distraction. But I kind of hate him at the same time, you know what I mean? But consider what he means to the game, at least on terms of gameplay. I think he honestly is better than all these other characters. I think he's super. Insert anime sword fighter here. Rosalina, I'm sorry, is also just going to be another Smash character because with her moveset, there's nothing that they did with her that was like, oh, this is why you got to play with her. I'm good. Then we got Roy. Oh my God. Roy, I also have in Elite Smash. I played a lot of Roy matches, and he was one of the most fun characters. He's easy ultimate for me. Then we got Ryu, who honestly, I don't think he's any better than some of the characters we got in here. I know that he's representing Street Fighter, and that's huge, but for me, I'm good. Then we have Samus, who is one of like the original Justice League members. And there's a couple of those slots that have diminished over the years, but Samus is not. Samus has always produced the same amount of performance, always killing it, always at least a good character. Maybe not top 5, but always a solid choice going with Samus. And then there's Shiek, who I used to get really hype about, but Shiek honestly has diminished over the years for me. She's very fast. She can do a lot of things, but I think I've just fought enough Sheiks in my day, man. But I do think she's better than the majority of these characters, but like there's some in here that I would say she's on par with. And then we have Shulk. I'm not going to lie. I've never played Shulk in my life, and I don't know if I ever will. Then we got Simon. I'm going to say the same thing with Richter. And then we have Snake. I really like Snake. He's one of those few characters where playing range, he actually still feels like I'm fighting him and I'm actually doing a mind game with. And he's so unique compared to all the other characters, but he works perfectly at the same time. Honestly, I think Snake is one of the best characters in the game. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Sonic, I would say, is super. There's a lot of bad Sonics out there who I just feel like ruin the character at the same time. And then there's, you know, the meme. Just Google Sonic. It's torturous. But in Super Smash Bros., at least, he's unique and he does a lot of things. Like SD a ridiculous amount of times. And then we have Squirtle, the final member of the Pokemon trio. He's gonna join his brothers. Then we got Toon Link. At this point, Toon Link really feels unnecessary in this game. They don't pump out Toon Link games anymore. So like as Super Smash Bros. Games progress, it feels like, do we still gotta drag Toon Link with us? How many Links do we need? Then we have the Villager. The Villager honestly is better than 90% of these characters. And I honestly would say it's better than all those characters. Then we have the Wii Fit Trainer, who just puts a smile on my face. I don't think there was a single time I heard "stretch those arms" and I didn't laugh. That's enough reason for Wii Fit Trainer to be up here. I don't give a fuck. Say what you want, I don't care. Then we have Wolf. Whoa. I don't know why every single Fox Echo Fighter is awesome. I love Wolf just as much as everybody up here. Then we have Yoshi, who's one of the classic members, but I'm not gonna lie, I hate fighting Yoshi, I think, more than any other character. Mega Man's up there too, but I hate fighting Yoshi. I'm gonna put Yoshi down here just out of spite. Then we have Young Link, who, let's be honest, we don't need any more Links. And then we have Zelda, who you can just get into Elite Smash with by using one move, but I don't think she's that great. Other than her ultimate being super OP and a couple of spammy moves, I don't think there's that much to her. And then we got Zero Suit Samus. A lot of fun to watch. Fights unlike any other character. And we can add more waifus to the game. And then we got the Ice Climbers individually. What you mean individually? If we're gonna do it just like the Pokemon one, then retire. I don't want one of you by yourselves. At least have two of them. And then we got Wario. I don't know how I feel about Wario, man. I don't think he belongs up here. I think he's a little stinky, and he knows it. I think he belongs down here. Then we have Joker, who I know for a lot of people is in S for Sakurai. Joker is a great character. You know, he's representing Persona 5. We all love Joker. Is he ultimate level for me, though? Is he better than Ganon? Is he better than Zero Suit Samus? Yeah, he is. Then we have Hero. Hero is one of the most gimmicky characters, but I feel like he kind of earns it. Hero is a DLC fighter. Just by being a DLC fighter, Hero has a huge advantage. He's fun to watch, and yes, he's gimmicky, but you make someone explode and not want to do it again. Then we have Banjo and Kazooie, who's separated twice here. I know that we all wanted Banjo to get in so bad. We wanted Banjo so bad, but as an actual fighter, he's not that great. And now that we're all past the hype, we don't have much left. Then we got Terry. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I think Terry is better than these characters. Not that I know that much about Fatal Fury, but Terry's dynamic. He looks like you took a 90s character randomizer and immediately threw him onto the front cover of your action beat-em-up game. And then we have Byleth. I'm not gonna lie, I love Byleth. I think when I got Byleth into Elite Smash was probably like the most I ever loved the game. She, and I say she because I exclusively played with the red, white-haired Byleth. I think she really represents everything I like about the characters in this game, where they have a variety of weapons and abilities. You can, be a little bit spammy if you want, and you have a lot of fuck all moves. If you get caught in a couple of Byleth's moves, your shield is breaking. She is the distance demon, the shield breaker. And I honestly love her to death. I think she honestly is better than all those other characters down there. Now that I've completely lost everybody, Min really just felt like another slot, didn't she? I like the fact that she can fight you from across the stage, but she gets pretty tedious after a while, and I can only watch or fight a Min so many times without getting bored. Then we have Steve. Oh, God, Steve. Steve. I am the worst Steve player you'll ever meet. And there's a lot of bad Steve players, and that's because he is so distinct, and the developers had to find ways to mine every stadium, and he was so hard to get in the game, but they got him in here, and just by taking up all that time, him being such a unique addition to the cast, but at the same time, he's so fucking aggravating to play against. And there's a lot of Steve players, I just bury them. And I get no satisfaction in that. It's not a fun fight. He's just a blocky hitbox. So honestly, Steve is meh. I know he's representing a huge franchise, but again, like Banjo, after the hype, what is there? Sephiroth was probably like the best like bad guy, immediately getting one of the best slots in the game. He feels like a final boss every single time you fight him, and every time you play as him, it's about the same way. All his moves are dramatic, but you can still like not feel like you're playing a movie. It's the right amount of I'm playing a cutscene and I'm playing a fighting game. I honestly think Sephiroth is one of the best characters. Then we have Pyra Mythra. Mythra is just another Smash character, not that much unique about her. Pyra is super, and together they're just another Smash character. And I feel that way because Pyra is I got her into Elite Smash by herself. I just spammed her really strong moves, and the reason she's so low is because I think she's a little overpowered for people who don't know how to fight against her, and she is very repetitive, and other than that, like, she feels like she's not as good. It feels like she shouldn't be as good as she is, and I don't like playing as Pyra even when I'm winning. And Mythra by herself is just kind of boring, and together, well, I guess that doesn't even make sense. Yeah, I guess that would be super. And we've come a long way. We have 2 characters left. Kazuya, the Tekken juggernaut, the man himself. Honestly, he fights so weird. He fights so stilted and awkward. I don't think he's that good. And then we have the boy, the prodigy, the son, Sora, the man I waited for so long.
Let's go!
I did everything in my power to get my son into my favorite fighting game, and we did it. And he honestly still lived up to it. I don't think he's one of the best characters in the game, but I do think he is a lot of fun. He has a lot of powers, and he fits in like a glove. And now that I'm finally seeing it, yeah, I can kind of see my list now. I can see my favorite characters a little more clearly. Some of these I feel like are so like neck and neck. It feels like, oh, it's hard to put them on different parts of the tier list, but that's just the belly of the tier list, and the belly is filled with a lot of just another Smash characters, and some characters who are better, and some characters who are unnecessary, and some characters who I could honestly care less if they were not in the game. And that was my tier list of Super Smash Brothers. Again, only one of the top 5 characters I actually play with. I played with a couple of the ones in Ultimate, like 1 or 2 of the ones in Super, and those are the only ones I really fuck with. I don't fuck with any of these guys or any of these guys. So call it bias because I'm not as good as you are with those characters, but there's a lot of different Smash Brothers takes out there, man. There's a couple forums I'm on, and characters have such wildly different ideas and opinions, and that's why we love Smash Brothers, man. It's a crazy world. Let me know your thoughts of the tier list and what your S tier would look like. Thank you for watching, and until next time with that, I leave you.